Hey, it's Rick with Rock Bottom Outreach, and it is Real Talk Monday. I hope you're having a great Monday. I want to recap the weekend. This past weekend was the service and burial for Chase Pyle. Chase Pyle is the young man that Rock Bottom Outreach assisted in getting into the Denton Freedom House. It's funny, it's in Aubrey, the Denton Freedom House in Aubrey. But anyway, he was laid to rest. He had died of an overdose, and as sad as it was, I reinforced last week that I know without a doubt that Chase Pyle knew the Lord. But I want to talk about what I saw through my eyes on Saturday in Longview. I saw a lot of love. I saw a lot of friends that really cared greatly for this young man, and I think that I felt really honored, Chase, was how people spoke of his loving nature and his embracing nature, that even if he just met you, he just took you all in. I mean, like he had known you forever, and it didn't matter. I mean, he was phenomenal as a friend, as an individual. And sometimes we get sidetracked because someone is struggling in sin, and understanding because you sin does not define your character, okay? Chase's character was defined by the way that he treated people. And let me break this to you. That is called being Christ-like. I know myself, I struggle with certain things. I am not perfect. And there are people that are going to judge me and say, how could someone do ministry if they have sin in your life? Every one of the disciples had sin in their life. Chase Pyle had sin in his life, but he was doing God's work on a daily basis. This young man graduated from the Denton Freedom House. He loved the Lord. They played a video. You can see that this young man just was spirit-filled. Spirit-filled when he delivered this message. It spoke volumes the way his friends spoke of him. And I hate to say this, but my fear is a lot of these friends in the midst of their struggle probably do not feel welcome in the church today. And let me tell you, I will put this professionally, that is jacked up. That is jacked up that these people do not feel welcome in the modern day church because of their sin. We are doing something wrong, people. We are doing something wrong. But here's what Chase did right. He loved people right where they stood. And that's the heartbeat of what we do, we try to do at Rock Bottom Outreach, is loving people in the midst of their sin. Isn't that what Jesus did? Isn't that what we miss? That we go sit in this beautiful sanctuary, and it is beautiful, and there's a lot of money spent on it, but yet what's missing is that Christ-like love of us embracing someone that is struggling like us. Here's the deal. People would not talk to me when they found out I was a drug addict, and it was either they were judging me or I made them uncomfortable about their own sin. The person to the right or left might have been looking at pornography that morning. Let's be honest. We all struggle with something. That is a fact. It is time we get on the same playing field. It's level at the foot of the cross. Stop judging each other and start loving each other. That is what Chase Pyle was best at. He felt like a black sheep. This is something that I heard. He felt like in certain arenas he did not fit in. So Chase made it a point to make you feel welcome. That's what was special about Chase Pyle. That will be his legacy. Not that he died of a drug overdose, but what he left behind. It's not what he took, it's what he left behind. And that was a Christ-like characteristic. That's where we all can learn from Chase Pyle's. I tell you what, I have known some of the, I don't know how I would describe it, people that did not look like they had ever stepped into what they would call a modern day church. And they were the most loving, Christ-like people I ever met. One was when I hit rock bottom, my roommate in a halfway house, that dude loved me, and I began to see where Rick was wrong in judging people. I do my best to love, not judge. That is my challenge. Do you take Chase Pyle's legacy and do something with it? Romans 8:28, and it says, And we know that in all things, God works for the good of those who love him, who've been called according to his purpose. Bam! Called to his purpose. You go now and carry on the legacy of Chase Pyle and go love the ones that feel unlovable. This is Rick with Rock Bottom Outreach. It's been Real Talk Monday.